straight into the match. Matt is ready to go. Should be a lot of fun. Just letting Rachel finish typing who she wants for feature matches. Yeah, not us. Okay, cool. So we can get underway. I'll see you in a bit, chat. I will see you in a little bit. Can't keep this, sadly. It's a one-lander. We'll take a mulligan. Wow, opponent's list is interesting. There is some unique choices. Not sure I like it. Gonna keep the 6. Start on Pelt Collector here. Only the one Fatal Push. Couple sensors. Got a main deck Cry the Canarium. Main deck Sublime Epiphany. I'm scared of these Night Pack ambushes. Does Thoughtseize me to see Agadeem's double Stone Coil land. Does take away one of our Stone Coils. Alright, so I am going to shock myself and cast this Scavenging Ooze that I drew as to best level up my Pelt Collector if possible. Scared to death of these Night Pack ambushes. Well, I think we're pretty good against everything else. Like, looking at the list, we're probably pretty well positioned, but Night Pack is scary. Do I play around Sensor? I don't think I do. If this gets censored, it's kind of annoying, but I understand. I think it's fine just to jam. There's only 2 sensors in the deck. More likely to be one of the 4 Growth Spirals. Could have one of the 2 Eliminates. Does not appear to have one. Just going to try and keep beating skulls in. Does have an Uro. We will eat that up next turn, I imagine. Make sure that it's not going to be a problem in the near future. Creatures in the graveyard right now. 1, 2. So I can Knight. I could shock this to get an activation out of the Ooze, which I don't hate. Sure, that seems fine. I could also just put Lurrus in my hand. So 3, 6, 7, 8. I think I prefer activating. Do I? Yeah, I do. I prefer activating and just pushing damage here. I'm not going to eat my own Stone Coil though, just so that Lurrus has some more fodder over there. We'll put him to 3. Hopefully that is good enough. Growth Spiral. There was no good game. Taking game 1. Doesn't look like there's any main deck sweepers other than the one of Cry. So this I have no idea how to board in this particular scenario because basically his deck is, how do I put this? His deck is very unique. It's like a one of Torrential Gearhulk, 4 Night Pack Ambushers. Okay. Neutralizes. How much removal have you got? You've got 2 Eliminates, Vraska's Contempt, a Fatal Push, 2 more Fatal Pushes in the board, so we definitely want these Shaper's Sanctuaries. I think I have to have Noxious Grasp for Ambusher, unfortunately. It can kill Uro. He's not playing any Nissas. Does have an Elder Gargaroth in the board, a Scavenging Ooze in the board, so there's a good chance these aren't just dead. Bloodchief's Thirst needs to go. This card's basically blank. And I think I'm deciding the same way that I do against normal Sultai, to be honest. I don't think much is changing. As unfortunate as that might be. Nassif's like, what the fuck did I get beat by? Actually, Nassif liked my tweet about the deck yesterday, so he knows I was playing it, and does also know the name, so I'm sure he knew what was coming. He's also in this tournament today, so there's a chance we get a rematch a bit later. I will keep this hand against Sultai Mono removal. Okay, so how do we sequence this? It probably is just starting on Knight of the Ebon Legion, I think, with the intention of either double Sanctuary or Pelt Collector Sanctuary next turn. So either way, we can attack for 1 first. This attack's fairly free. Yep. And then Sanctuary. Because this is the one we want to make sure does not get censored. Eliminates the knight in response. Makes a lot of sense. We'll cast a Pelt Collector. And say go. Does have the Uro. Okay. Thankfully, we do have the Scavenging Ooze, which will almost certainly be coming down to take on care of that. We don't like Uro in these parts. I think I can wait. The only real punish is if I get Thought Seized. But I think, in general, I'm happier using my 3 mana a little more efficiently this turn. Another Uro. Alright, now I need another green source, ideally. There was 1 extinction event in the sideboard. We're a little weak to Cry the Canarium here, too. Okay. Does shock. I imagine that's for counter magic, which is unfortunate because I wanted to get this ooze down. There's 2 neutralizes. 2 neutralizes, and that is about it, in fairness. Can't get... can't get Tails Ended, can't get negated. It's not an ambusher. Okay. I'll move to combat. Don't see any Shark Typhoons. There's 2 Shark Typhoons in the board, so they might just be making a 1/1 Shark. Which would make some sense too. So let's shock. Cast the ooze. Hope to fade one of those 2 neutralizers. Really don't want to see one of those. I will pay for the sensor. I'll eat one of these now, just to try and prevent as much as we can. And hopefully fade a Sweeper now, I guess. Sweeper is the danger. Opponent cycles, puts them to 4 cards. Cycles again, wow. Showing us they almost certainly were gonna have the ability to get this thing back. Let's get it out of range of another Sweeper. Play this tapped. Put Lurrus in my hand. Move to combat. Pop a counter over here. Get in. Deck's looking real smooth and real sleek today so far. I've got to admit, I'm very, very happy with how this has felt so far today. It does help that we keep playing against Sultai and drawing 2 Shaper Sanctuaries every time. But hey, you got to make the most of your luck when you can, right? 6. So I can just attack here, I think. Pop it here so that any 2 creatures getting through is lethal. No reason to cast Snake first, because it just gives my opponent the opportunity to play better into my spells. Sublime Epiphany. Surprised to see that still in the deck, to be honest. But yeah, I'm going to draw 2 cards off a Shape of Sanctuaries, because these are great. So bounce, counter Luminarch Aspirant, draw a card. Yep, nothing we can do about that. Yeah, so attack for 5. Play a green source. Replay a Scavenging Ooze. Play a Winding Constrictor. And say go. Good game, Matt. Good game. Smooth and efficient, folks. We are taking names today. 2-0 so far with Snake. I'm going to see if Matt is streaming. I'm not entirely sure if he is, so bear with me 2 seconds. If he is, I'll go and say good games. Does not look like he is at this moment in time, so I'll say it to him a bit later on, I suppose. That's completely fine. But yeah, 2-0. Let's get our details up to date on everything that we need to do that on.